the two greatest enemies of success, specifically hurry and worry, and how you can beat them both with 6 tactics. We're just going to dive right into this episode of The Happy Hustle.
Do you want blissful balance in your personal and professional life? Great. What's up, guys? My name is Kerry Jack, and I want to help you happy hustle a life you love, one full of passion, purpose, and positive impact. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, a professional model / actor, a digital marketing specialist, a podcast host, author, a biohacker, an eco-warrior, a martial artist, a hippie cowboy, and a humanitarian. My goal is to educate, inspire, and entertain you to live a life of passion, purpose, and positive impact. It is time to happy hustle your dream reality.
These are the two greatest enemies of success, specifically hurry and worry. And I'm going to share with you 6 game-changing tactics to hustle happy, not hectic, and ultimately beat that hurry and worry. What's up, y'all? My name is Kerry Jack. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, author, and founder of The Happy Hustle. I can actually now say best-selling author because our book hit number 39 on the USA Today national bestseller list and top 1% global learning podcast host. But specifically, I am someone who struggles still with hurry and worry. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but hurry and worry are a biatch. They really just suck all the joy out of life if you are hurried and worried. So that's why we are crushing both today. And I want to share a quick story of something happened recently. I rushed recently for this presentation that I had to give. I put together a quick keynote deck, and then I skipped breakfast because I was running a little bit late. And then I showed up flustered, and I was like, damn, I'm a little bit worried that I didn't do enough to prepare properly. And then I forgot to connect to the audience as well as I know I could and should have. And then it was a big lesson learned, right? And I don't know if you're anything like me, but hurry and worry are a real sabotage to success. And so I want to share with you how you can beat that. And the quote is, hurry and worry are the enemies of success. That is by Scott Allen, author of Discipline Equals Freedom. And I'm going to just dive into a little bit about the problem at large. And then I want to get into these 6 game-changing tactics. So let's go. All right. Number 1, let's define terms. Hurry is chronically rushing, right? Always busy, but not necessarily productive. As an example here that maybe you can relate to is like constantly spinning between Slack or email or IG DMs and not really focused on output. You just like are bebopping through your inbox, and then you're like, oh, man, my team needs me. Oh, wait, let me get caught up in the social media doom scrolling, right? And you're hurrying through each task. Maybe you're not fully productive and focused. Shout out to Neurable, which has been helping me optimize our focus. These awesome headphones that actually are really cool because they actually tell me when I need a brain break and when I'm not focused and optimized. Okay, I just hit my lamp with the headphones when I did that, if you noticed the noise. Okay, now worry is constantly staying up, stressing about the future, looping thoughts, oftentimes things that you can't necessarily control. I don't know, again, if you're anything like me, but worry is really a lack of present moment being. And I've thought about the past too much in recent days, or sometimes I'll get caught on the future. And so I'm not really being fully present in the moment. And that's a struggle point, I think, for all of us. And that's why we have to combat it. So you could maybe relate to this example of staying up late when you're got a big day the next day and you're stressing about, whatever, your sales or your pitch or your podcast or your job interview or whatever it is. And instead of being better for the day to come and like actually focusing on things that could help you properly prepare, you just stress about them instead and worry. So once I personally let go of forcing that outcome and actually slowed down and was present in the moment, stopped worrying so much about things that are outside of my control, because truly all we control is our attitude and our effort. Those are the only 2 real things, our attitude and our effort. We don't really control much else. And I started making better decisions when I just focused on what is in my control. And then I enjoyed the process more too. And you will as well. All right, so now let's get into the tactical things that you could do to beat hurry and worry. Number one, power hour time blocks. This is huge. If you are a high performer in any capacity, an aspiring entrepreneur or currently an entrepreneur, you got to have power hour time blocks. I like to block, typically 90-minute block flows of deep work where I'll do legit, focused, non-interrupted time working. And I'll set my phone on airplane mode. I'll use a focus timer. I'll work distraction free. Again, I'll plug in my headphones and I'll use their biofeedback feature, which actually raises the headphone volume on the binaural beats, which shows that I'm focused in the zone. And then when I stop focusing, because it has these EEG sensors, the music will decrease. So it gives me that instant kind of biofeedback loop, knowing that I'm not focused. Another tool that you could use is Focus Keeper, which is an app, or pomofocus.io, kind of referencing that Pomodoro method where you work 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off, or 45 on, 15 off, or whatever, 60 on, 30 off, whatever you want to do. But focus block is the real key here. Okay, tactic number 2, digital detox every day. And one of our 10 alignments of being a happy hustler, yes, we have that soul mapping system. And one of the 10 alignments is unplugging digitally. So doing a digital detox every single day is huge. Specifically, I like to do Sundays, no phones, no tech, no social media, no emails. Now, I will say lately it's not been great. I don't claim to be the guru of shit, just the reporter. I know when I am focused and with my family or with God on Sundays and not on my phone or not on devices, I feel a lot better. That's me reporting back. But I will just tell you straight up, I have days on Sundays where I am on my device a little more than I'd like. The point is, have a little bit of detox every single day. I like to keep the first 30 and the last 30 minutes sacred from phones. Again, not perfect with any of this stuff, but if you are able to just wake up, be present, be with God, be with yourself, be with your thoughts, be with your journal, be with your cup of coffee or tea, whatever it is, that's a huge, mental rejuvenation that you can leverage for all day optimization instead of just going right to your phone when you wake up. So think about that. This also unlocks creativity when you do these digital detoxes. So they're really important. Another tactic that I want to share, tactic number 3, is the 3-3-3 morning reset. And this is just a gratitude practice where you find 3 things you're grateful for, 3 people you're grateful for, and then 3 wins that took place the day previous. So again, a little bit of structure to the gratitude practice, but finding gratitude for my wife or my son or my brother, and then maybe the cool Montana breeze, the beautiful sunshine, and my warm cup of coffee. And then I'll think about, yesterday I had a great podcast interview. I signed up 2 awesome new members to the Happy Hustle Club, and we moved the needle with our software as a service business by creating data visualization for our software. Whatever. Those are just 3 recent wins. And I'll write it all down. And again, just helps ultimately beat that hurry and worry because I'm focused on the present moment and what I do have and what I'm grateful for. So that's just a little something there for you. Journal every day, write down on the notes app, get yourself a journal if you don't have one. I like the High Performance Planner by Brendan Bouchard. Shout out to him, Montana guy. But biggest thing here, just make sure you pause and you do some type of journal activity every single day. That's another tactic. Okay, tactic number 4, and this is a way to release that worry. It's called a worry dump. Yes, DUMP. If you are worried about something right now, think about whatever it is for you. Maybe it's your current financial state. Think about what can you control in your current financial state. Well, you could control your output to go prospect for a new job or new clients, right? So then you could say, okay, my actual action is going to be do 10 video messages to prospective clients. I start with that worry dump by understanding what I'm worried about, writing it down, then what I can control, and then the action task associated it, right? So if I let go of whatever might be external variables that I cannot control about my current financial state, like tariffs or the market or whatever else. And I just focus on what I can control. That's how I like to do a worry dump. Okay. Now, tactic number 5. Here we go, baby. Flipped the script. Okay. So this is, I mean, a lot of this stuff is mindset, let's be honest, but specifically, as an example, what if this new SaaS idea flops? This has been a worry of mine lately because we're building software as a service. It's a big ass undertaking. What if it fails? What if it flops? That's what I start that worry in my brain. And then what I flip the script to is, what if it scales and changes the freaking world? What if it literally changes thousands or hundreds of thousands or even millions of lives? Wouldn't that upside risk be worth it? I think so. Hence why we're going forward it. So you got to just think about how you can flip the script, change that fear to excitement for whatever that worry is in your life right now. Okay, now number 6 tactic is action beats anxiety. So true. So maybe you're worried about your low likes or social media download or podcast downloads, or whatever like your engagement is. And instead of spiraling, right, I like to think about, well, how am I actually going to make it better, increase my engagement? Maybe I'll record a quick reel or email my list or DM 10 listeners for feedback. And then that gets me instant momentum. Again, I'm going to say it again. Micro actions reduce overwhelm. You have to take those micro steps, which are then a part of your macro journey. Okay, so that's how you beat that anxiety. Action is the key remedy there. So just think about one small action that you can take. And with all this stuff, just do a mini reset. My coach right now, Joey, has been helping me a lot with 4-sided breaths, keeping my tongue at the roof of my mouth and doing a 4-second inhale, 4-second hold at the top of my breath, 4-second exhale, and then 4-second hold. And doing a loop of 10 breaths in that 4-second 4x4 pattern, and considering afterwards what are the 3 choices in any situation. Typically it's, for me, affirm and encourage, continue forward, pause and reflect, or pivot and change, right? So think about those 3 options in any situation, but let that breath slow down your nervous system, get out of that fight or flight state, because ultimately hurry and worry are just sabotaging your success. So you have to think about, how can you actually happy hustle your dream reality and get out and beat that hurry and worry. And here are the 6 tactics in order to do so. Number 1, as a recap, first hurry and worry game-changing tactic is define the problem and actually beat it with power time blocks. So if you're hurried and worried, focus in on a power time block, right? That is a power hour time block is how you're going to crush it. Then tactic number 2, digital detox every single day, even if it's just your first 30 and last 30 minutes of the day. Then tactic number 3 is a 3x3x3 morning gratitude reset protocol, where you're journaling 3 things you're grateful for, 3 people you're grateful for, and 3 wins. Number 4 is a worry dump. Number 5 is flip the script. And number 6 is action beats anxiety. So there are your 6 game-changing tactics. I hope this was valuable for you. I really hope that you beat hurry and worry. It's no way to live. I hope that you just beat it every day too, because it's gonna pop up. It's not like, oh, I beat it once, like the grand boss in Mario Kart. No, you're gonna have to beat it every damn day. And that kind of sounds sexual, not meant to, but you are going to have to realize that dragon is going to be needed to be slayed. So beat hurry and worry on the regular. And my friend, you will be happy hustling. More joy, more passion, more purpose, more positive impact. And that is my hope for you. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching this and listening. I know you could be anywhere, so thank you so damn much. Appreciate the heck out of you. Now beat that hurry and worry. Peace and love. I'm out.